This one's kind of a catch-22, Diane. You're going to like this one. We're going to call her Rachel. I was writing in, Facebook friend, on the page. And what's going on here is her friend's husband is way behind on alimony by the tune of thousands of dollars. He is now declaring bankruptcy and then going to talk to the judge about lowering his alimony. She does have an attorney, which is the good news, but the attorney says that she can't go represent her now unless she gets $3,000 to go back to court. And so she's kind of in this catch-22. She doesn't have the alimony, but she needs a lawyer, obviously, to go take care of all of this. Wants to know, do y'all have any insight into what she needs to do?
I'll let Diane take a first shot at that, and I'll come in and clean up.
Well, that was pretty clean. Did you get all that?
Yeah, I got that. I got that. You know, failure to pay the alimony is contempt of court. If it's contempt of court, then the attorney is entitled to some attorney fees, so she may be able to find somebody to help her with that a little bit. As far as getting her, giving her a little discount on the front end.
Right.
Any domestic judgment is not dischargeable in bankruptcy.
Okay.
So he's not going to be able to discharge the alimony that's already owed.
I see.
It's already accrued. Whether or not he can lower his alimony is going to depend on whether he can prove that there's been a material change in circumstances, that it wasn't voluntary. In other words, it wasn't through his bad actions.
Right.
If he has had a loss of income because he's been
injured, or
well, if he's been injured, then that wouldn't be his fault. But if he's had the loss of income because he hasn't performed his job well,
I see,
or he's decided, I don't want to be a doctor anymore, I want to go be a plumber,
right,
that kind of thing, that's not going to lower his alimony.
Right.
So as far as trying to find an attorney to do it without paying attorney fees on the front end, that's more problematic. Because much like everybody else, we don't like to work for free.
Sure. Well, I can see how this is a real catch-22 here.
Oh yeah, let me kind of jump on two things I want to talk about related to that. First is what Diane's talking about is the bankruptcy. The bankruptcy code, the purpose of that is to kind of wipe away a lot of debt, okay? So, but the code itself says you can't come to bankruptcy with an alimony and try to get out of your alimony, child support. Those are what's called non-dischargeable debt. That does not get discharged or wiped away in the bankruptcy. So that's not going to be kind of a safe haven. And the second thing is, and it's really, I tell you, probably the biggest other issue in a divorce is the cost of a divorce. Sure. I mean, that keeps so many people I know that maybe should get a divorce or would like to get a divorce, they can't afford to get a divorce. Right. Lawyers are expensive, and the fighting is expensive, when you're fighting over this and that, it's just, and it is, and it has a major impact, big impact on what happens in the divorce, the quality of the divorce, and the ultimate resolution is, quite frankly, the expense. People don't have the money, or one party does, the other party doesn't, and it's a real issue in divorces.